As of recording this video, there are only 9 days left until the first split ends. I'm currently sitting on Master 0 LP and I'm going to attempt to reach Grandmaster maining support. I figured it would be fun to take you guys along with me for a full day of solo queue. I know there are a lot of you guys that don't have the time to play anymore, so you can get your fix through this video, I hope. We're aiming to play 10 games today, hoping to gain 100 LP. Ooh, I see Karthus jungle with no flash. In an attempt to try and catch the Karthus, we spot Melios drop an ward. We pick up the easy kill, but this lets Karthus know that we're invading. I drop the ward anyway, but he ends up starting on the other side of the map. This game, my Ezreal, he has issues. This is the first moment I noticed it when he went for this cheese. This could be watered. That could have been watered as well. We end up sitting here for a while, but I can tell by the way that they're posturing that they know. They know. I'm going back. It's obviously watered. That single question mark lets me know all I need to about this match with Ezreal. I end up pushing the wave in, roaming into enemy blue, looking for the Karthus. Where is Karthus? Where is Karthus? While I'm out here looking for him, I see that mid gets into a heavy engage, and I'm able to come back and clutch save him. Damn. And here we have the second red flag from our Ezreal. I came back to lane, poking down Melios, nothing more than poke, and he over commits for it. Oh wow, he just killed himself. Despite my Ezreal completely throwing in the towel there, there's still hope. I see Nidalee pathing towards me. If we can just stay alive a little bit longer, there's a chance we can turn this. Run! Somehow we took Ezreal's peanut gameplay and turned it into a profitable trade. Despite that, it's kind of futile. Apparently every single time I go for a tag, Ezreal wants to go in for the kill. We should kill her. She can die, the other one can't. Once again though, Ezreal ease forward into kill territory, dying for nothing. So I'm stuck in a 2v1. And fortunately, I have the ability to clean it up. I could have killed this guy as well, but I see the Nidalee pathing into me. I may as well pass the kill off. I'm going to give it to my jungler. Oh, if we could stun him, I could jump to the minion. This Rumble was a problem throughout this game, constantly roaming to the bot lane. This is probably his third time coming to the bot lane already. He picks up Nidalee. I end up tagging 3 of my procs onto Rumble. You can see I hold it, waiting for the Ezreal to show up to give him the free kill. If I'd stunned him sooner, he would have walked away. I don't know. It felt like to me that I was giving this Ezreal a lot more gold than he deserved. No! Oh yeah, I tagged him. I thought the minion would block it, but he didn't feel that way. There's a funny moment coming up, so keep an eye on my score. I'm currently 2 kills, 1 death, 6 assists. That was cheeky. That was such a me play. That's something I would do. I thought that guy was coming. He's on his own. I am not dying for your greed, bro. Oh my god. He's gonna fucking get me killed as well. This goddamn Ezreal gets killed because he's greedy, and he expects me to come back and die for him. And he has the audacity to say that I'm a joke. Despite all of the mistakes that have happened so far, I was still working with this Ezreal, but he once again keyed in for no reason, and this time we both died. This is the 3rd red flag as far as I'm concerned. 3 and I'm out. I'm done with this lane. I died for his crazy antics. As soon as we leave lane, we are blessed by the riot gods. We see Karthus trying to set up for the Drake. We quickly pick him up, and that nets us a free Drake. Okay, fast forwarding through this game, we then go for the Rift Herald, which ends up backfiring because an annoying Rumble decides to push us off. Fortunately, he overcommits and we punish him. We're now doing a massive time jump. We're jumping 15 minutes into the future. It's still a neck-on-neck game, 27 kills on each side. And unfortunately, this is how the game ended. Yep. The Nidalee gets caught trying to steal the blue buff for no real reason. Ezreal dies as well, and this allows the enemy team to pick up the Baron buff. Ezreal is angry at the Nidalee for giving them that buff. And basically, they push mid, take the inhib. During this time, Ezreal has decided to stop playing. The game was pretty much even still. We could have held and then tried to fight after the Baron buff. It just wasn't over. The funny thing is, like, Ezreal made so many errors throughout this game. Some you guys didn't even see, like, during that 15 minutes. So many. That was the first real error that Italy made. Even though it was costly, it wasn't the end of the game. Ezreal took it upon himself to throw a game that go on for 30 minutes, and it's still even. Look at the score right now as they're ending it, 30 to 34, and he's not even trying. It's insane. He has 10 plus kills that we've manually fed him, and he didn't use any of it. Demoted. We get demoted from that. Oh, love it. So we start off today getting demoted to Diamond 1. Anyway, on to the next game. I am playing Renata. Our ADC is Caitlyn. We've skipped well ahead into 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Nothing has happened. We died once. We got 1 kill. Honestly, farm lane. If you look at our team score, we are 2 kills to 11. Our team is getting completely crushed. The only silver lining is that I can see Caitlyn's quite good. We got ganked so many times, but we're still equal in farm. Even though the laning phase was a complete disaster for our team, once the team fights rolled around, it was quite clear that the enemy team was struggling to get a foothold. At best, I feel like the enemy team was maybe trading even, but most likely it was leading in our favor. But even an even trade for them is terrible considering how far ahead they are. We even managed to pick up some objectives. Tank? Maybe the tank it? Jesus Christ. The clock keeps on ticking, and so does our team. We keep just surviving every single team fight, making it kind of difficult for them. After that scene, our team recalled to get some health back, and during that, the enemy team starts the Baron. It's a bit of a gamble for them because we have double teleport. Syndra and Skarner rock up. I flash engage onto the ADC. It's kind of like a sacrifice. I was praying someone would die. Unfortunately, they died after I was gone. Either way, we still won the fight, and our team then starts the gamble themselves. They go for the Baron. Personally, I was not for that. I thought it was too risky, and judging by how things went, it definitely was risky, but it benefited us in the end. Okay, that's huge. Oh, nice. We didn't accomplish too much with the Baron. It was mainly something to stall the game, allow us to farm back into it. 6 minutes have gone by, and this is a crucial moment in the game. I go to the Baron, ward it. We have complete vision. Enemy jungle decides to cheese it. They jump the wall, they're starting it. This is huge.
Why did you TP so soon?
Or it was huge, until our team immediately teleports in.
Why the hell did he TP so soon?
We end up getting a good fight, but the problem is it could have been so much better. If you just let them get it low, we could ace them with my ult, get the Baron. Instead, we end up in this awkward situation with the Rengar in the bot lane hard pushing, and we have no choice but to rush the Baron. We end up getting it, but at the cost of most of our base. It's clear this game that we have issues with split pushing. And yes, that is some foreshadowing. This time we actually managed to accomplish quite a lot with the Baron. Our teams they're a lot more even now. We aren't as far behind, so we can force team fights and expect a decent outcome. Honestly, at this point, it seemed like we had this game in the bag. Our team's working really well together in the team fights, and it's quite clear the enemy team doesn't have a way to deal with the Caitlyn. We end up taking mid inhib and then opening the top inhib and leaving completely for free. We see this Rengar in the bot lane, and we all commit to picking him off. Whilst this happens, the enemy team is actually pushing in the mid lane. We have no vision of it, so it comes to us as quite a surprise. They end up cracking the tower and escaping for free. The Drake is spawning. This is soul point for the enemy team. After they broke the mid tower, we practically just chased them the whole way through mid and pushed them towards the red. So we figured they weren't going to be going back, but they ended up pushing for it. Syndra immediately teleports to deal with the Lee Sin. He ends up saving the inhib and trying to get the kill onto the Lee Sin. Dragon rocks up, picks off the Syndra, which puts us in this awkward spot where we have to now try and pull them off this Baron or give it for free. You can go either way, but the correct choice in this team comp is to just give it. Like, Renata is strong enough to handle it if they have the Baron buff or even an Elder buff. We can handle it. Sadly, the Vi went in and immediately died in the backline. Maybe if Caitlyn and I immediately ran here, we could hold 3v5, but probably not against the Baron buff. We end up fighting it out. Nothing we can do. Unfortunately, this game it is over.
Oh, I think we just lost the game.
Even though we lost, it was a pretty impressive comeback.
Well, the only good news is that the guy who entered last game got banned.
Ooh, I get LP back? Wait, so I can get LP back for getting people banned? Third game, we're on 2 losses in a row, so I decide to double jungle. It felt like I needed a bigger presence in this elo. I just wasn't carrying hard enough. We start off by invading and getting full vision. On the way out, we are spotted, which kind of tells me that he's thinking of taking red side. Because if you were the Hecarim, oh yeah, we're versing a Hecarim, by the way. If you were him, would you really want to start on your red side if it's warded? No. I'm now going to path to red. If I don't see any action here, I'm going to our side. No action. Okay, I'm coming in. Hello. We've got red side completely warded. I am now starting on his blue side. He should still be level 1. We end up spotting him and lowering him in this exchange. Whilst this is happening, take a look over at our jungle. Viego's invading his red side. I assume now that Hecarim's going to path across straight into him, so I'm going to start on the blue. But this was actually a mistake. Hecarim ended up sticking around and smiting this blue away from me. I was too focused on watching Viego because I thought he should have warded that bush. So yeah, this is a mistake by me. I didn't realize Hecarim had warded this bush that I was on, and I had no smite. What I should have done is gone for the Grom. It doesn't affect it too much. I end up running away and waiting for him to go to another camp. We're still getting all of red side right, and I can stop him from getting the Grom. Jinx dying in that spot is very unfortunate. If he was alive, we would have pincered them here and completely cleaned up with the passive. This E that I'm about to miss, that is a crucial E. If I kept that for the Diana, it would have been probably game-changing. I could have looked to use my passive to kill. There was another chance here to win the trade with our jungler missing his stun. He ends up getting hard punished at the end. That is where this game turned. We could have easily completely crushed them if that went well. From that moment on, I think the rest of this game was just a bit of a shit show. It seemed like our jungler got tilted off that play and was either not thinking, not trying. I don't know what it was, but from that point on, or maybe it was the whole time, maybe the jungle just had some issues. He was just making plays that are kind of questionable. You can see him just go in here and dies, like, okay. And then, of course, Gwen is picking up 3 kills from that. Yeah, Gwen's unkillable. Garen can't deal with her from that point. There's no way out for our team. Anyway, we're not going to waste any more time on this game. It results in a loss, and I think probably a deserved loss. Team ends up giving me a little bit of shit talk at the end, which is fair. I definitely saw some errors that I made, so it's whatever. We're now down another 21 LP. That's 3 losses in a row. Game 4 commences. This time we are playing our secondary role in the top. We pick Malphite. After losing 3 games in a row, our main objective now is to just secure that first win. We need to get on a win spree, and Malphite's a good champion to do that. I actually had last pick, and I wasn't about to pick Sion into the Yone. It's a difficult match. This way I can just relax, sit back, and farm. My Malphite's actually quite strong. If you look at the clock, we're 57 farm at 6-7 minutes. We're pretty much matching the clock. I'm not really interested in delving into the laning phase. We're just going to show you the highlight of all the kills that we got, which wasn't many, but these are them. There is one other interesting thing that happened in this game, and it was our mid laner, Xerath. Apparently, he's quite a toxic boy. As Malphite, I didn't say anything. I did nothing. I just farmed, didn't ask for help, didn't ping anyone, did quite literally nothing. So I was slightly confused when he just randomly started spewing shit out of his mouth. I honestly thought I had someone muted, so I was checking to make sure I didn't... What have I done? What have I done to deserve the flame? Look at that, literally not a word has been spoken. Anyway, he kept going off, by the way. I have no clue why. I never responded. What I do know, though, is it was the most entertaining part of this game. I was kind of bored, so I decided I would make things a little bit more interesting here. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Fuck. I popped like a cherry. We ended up getting killed by Viego there, but that was enough to end the game. My team pushed to win. We secure our first victory of the day.
Thank goodness, right? Welcome to Game 5. We've just started our winning spree. This guy's looking to pick Ivan, so I'm thinking the best option is Gragas. We're up against a Riven. We need AP, and this guy counters Riven. That would be if you are a good Gragas. My Gragas, it's really good, but also really bad. I think I'm on the fine line between becoming a really good Gragas player. The problem is, I'm not there yet. I'm really good at farming, but I make silly misplays. Still. Oh my god, he misplayed it so bad, and then I misplayed it even worse. Fuck me. But I mean, at the end of the day, I still have what it takes to push my opponent out of lane constantly, so I can always get a decent farm lead. I just need to figure out how to transition that into kills, and we're not fully there yet. It's fine, we'll get there, but this game, I definitely made some mistakes. At the end of the day, though, we did in fact win the lane. We beat his farm, we beat his gold on the platings. Overall, we won top lane. It could have been much better if we were playing a bit better though. This is the only other kill that happened in top. We get ganked and taken out. Other than that, we pretty much won hard. This really didn't matter though, because this is the only clip I'm going to show you of this game. After that death, we see a team fight about to break out over this Rift Herald. Look at where that ward is that I'm going to teleport to. Everything's perfect. Well, it turns out the Jinx went in slightly too soon, so he wasted all his health. And then apparently this Cogmore has 8 fucking kills. And I didn't know that until this very moment. But he chunked both of us in an instant. At the end of the day, I take a lot of fault this game as well. I should have been the one carrying this. I didn't, so we deserve the loss. It is what it is. Hard game.
God, I fucking hate this YOLO.
The important thing to note is I blamed them, not me, to save my mental for the rest of the day. Game number 6, we are playing Leona. This is something I like to do when I know a jungler is coming to gank. I go overly aggressive. Usually people go aggressive when the jungler shows up, so they pull back, right? But if we go aggressive, take a bad trade, and start running, it invites them to chase us, and they get put in this awkward position they don't want to be in. Look at how strong my ward control is. I am completely warding every bush that I think we might be utilizing in this upcoming fight, and it definitely paid off here. We get to spot the junglers in the bush. We don't lose any vision, we don't lose any autos, and we end up picking up 2 kills. Unfortunately, I did take one with the Ignite, but hey, at least one win for the Xerath. Enemy Talia kills the Drake and then clicks on the Vision Orb, and I noticed that it's on our side of the jungle. So this could only mean one thing, that he is going to path to our Raptors next.
He should be on this.
Quickly cut across to see it. You see the Talia rocks on the floor. It's already killed, which means he must be going the other way. He's got no flash from our last engage. This is a free pickup. Another one onto our ADC. Things are looking good. All he has to do now is farm, and we should technically win having that lead on our ADC. Here's another example of me reading the enemy jungle movement. I get this from Double Jungle. This is where I learnt it.
Should be pathing to this camp now, I imagine.
So I know he's coming to the next camp. I can easily just wait there. His flash will be coming up soon, but it's probably not up yet. I can just ask the Malphite for help, and that is exactly what I do. How effective Hexflash can be onto Leona, it's crazy. Once I know the kill is secured, I start dropping vision around just in case. Even though things looked like they were going in the right direction, we were taking some trades in the mid game that clearly were working in our favor until this moment. This is when it all went wrong, in my opinion. Malphite overstepped, Gwen runs in, picks up a kill, gets onto our ADC. I attempt to try and save him last minute, and no. Triple kill for the Gwen.
I had nothing to do with this one.
We have no way of stopping that. You know how it is. Gwen is one of those champions. Once they get those kills, the game, it's over.
I had nothing to do with this one.
Minus a 19 LP. When I woke up today, my goal was to gain 100 LP, and now the goal is just to gain that 100 LP back that I just lost. The mission completely changed.
I'm back, and I'm refreshed. I took another break. Things were not going our way.
Here we have Game 7, Nautilus. Enemy team does a full stack invade into our tri-bush. We do manage to walk away, and our team is looking to re-engage. They keep pinging me to go in here, and I'm not fully convinced of it, but I'll tell you why I end up going in. Look at the timing. Even if we do die here, which is almost guaranteed, the thing is, they can't spend the gold that we give them, and if they do, they're going to be late to lane, and getting their summoner spells allows us to potentially kill them in the future. They have a Karthus. He's not going to be ganking as much as our jungler. The longer we stall this out, the better.
I don't know if that's worth. Hopefully it stops Karthus's start. I don't know.
The most important factor here is to keep up your aggression. If you're going to give away a kill for flashes, you better take advantage of the fact they have no flash. And that's exactly what I do here with that Hex Flash. We just jump in at every single opportunity, or else it's just not worth it, or else we just gave them first blood. A death here is significantly more crucial than one when I died.
Ooh, that's big.
I'm not sure if they ended up having like some team turmoil between the bot lane, but Taric ended up roaming and just mostly not coming back to lane for a very long time. He was doing quite well, I'll give him that. He was getting a lot of kills for his team, but on the flip side, his dragon could not get to lane. We just zoned him out completely, killing him multiple times. This gave us a big lead in gold on our ADC. And yes, I know there is some irony in this because that's what I do to every ADC when I play double jungle. However, I will say it's all about timing. There is a time to leave your ADC alone. I absolutely loved the pause I did there where I just didn't go around the corner, I just wait for them to walk in my Q lineup. I would say this is the only proper 5v5, or pretty much the only proper team fight that we had in this game. It started over the Drake, and I would say that they get the upper hand in this one at the start. We get a smooth hook to get out of that situation and stall for long enough that our team can show up and help clean up.
Yes, I did things.
We spotted Karthus on the other side of the map. He also had no flash, so there's no way he's getting this pit. Easy Baron, just a clean ending to this game. It's probably the only game so far that has gone the way it should have. We end up killing them one by one and running it straight to the Nexus to collect our LP. Look at that, another win. The second win of the day. That puts our score at 2 wins and 5 losses so far. I'm sorry, Smolder, but I've decided shutting down Karthus and invading is better than playing the bot lane. Game number 8. We are playing double jungle, smite, support, Sion. Straight away, we invade blue side because that is where Karthus wants to start. We drop a bunch of wards. Nothing really comes of it, but they end up warding the shit out of the blue side. I honestly thought that he would start red side, that's why I came here. He ends up starting blue. I'm still happy to start here on red side. Blue side was way too warded.
Woo, that was close. Oh, he's mad. I need to try and not give this kill to... Oh, I almost got away there.
I ended up ganking bot lane with our Elise earlier. We burnt their summoner spell, so I decided to come back and try and capitalize on that. Most people just assume that I'm never going to come bot because I'm playing double jungle, but I can use that assumption to my advantage to easily pick up kills and get my ADC fed. This is the same playstyle we were doing on Nautilus in the other game. Just because I'm playing double jungle doesn't really change anything. It's still a fundamental. I'm just pushing him away from our ADC, allowing him to farm.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Worth it.
An enemy
Go, go, go.
has been slain.
Worth. I got boots. That's not enough.
You can probably tell by this point the enemy team was quite frustrated with what I was doing. They sending everything they have at me, try and stop just my harassment of their jungle, and it completely backfires. So you can imagine how frustrating this would be for them. They come, they send everything at me, and instead of me dying, I live and they all die.
Oh man, I just shreked them.
Immediately after we killed him on the blue side, I passed straight to red. I swept the way through, so I know it's not warded, and we managed to steal his red buff. I don't know what he did with his smite, maybe use it on the Raptors, but we pick up the red, kill him. This gives us level 6, and I notice a clean ult straight into the enemy bot lane.
Boom!
Block it, bro! The game was pretty much over from maybe the 8-minute mark, but we kept playing and I kept doing the same thing. I'd go bot, pick up a kill, go and farm, clear all the wards, do it over and over. Bop! And at the end of the day, we ended up taking every single inhib, every single tower, all the objectives, including Baron, Sol, and we closed out the game. There's no point showing it, that's what happened. I'm extremely surprised they didn't just forfeit. There was no reason to keep playing. Whatever, there's another win. Game number 9. We are playing Renata once again. Currently, we're 0-1 with Renata today, so I wanted to get a win. My ADC picked Kalista. I figured this is the time to do it. We played the exact same way, using our E to push the way forward to guarantee level 2 first. Something to note as well is, as I was timing to get level 2, I walked into the brush to lose vision, so they don't time or see what I'm doing. And this gets me in range of the Q, which forces Lux to use her flash. Goodbye. Now that her flash is gone, I can hide in the brush. As soon as she walks forward, I just flash Q. There's no dodging it. This guarantees our ADC the first kill and sets us up for a victory. After that kill, I went to base to spend my gold, and there's some action in the enemy jungle. Our jungler has invaded the enemy.
Oh, no.
Lux ends up trying to help, but she's got no flash, so it ends up being a triple kill onto Elise, and this is pretty much the end of the game, in my opinion. Their mental's gone, and it's very, very difficult for them to come back. Here I am doing some questionable movement that looks very scripty, so I thought I'd include it.
This looks so dumb.
The game makes it to 21 minutes before we force the Baron, making the enemy team try and contest it. It obviously doesn't work. We're way too far ahead. They lost in that jungle. The problem is our bot lane has a massive lead and their jungler got shut down. There's no way for them to recover the bot lane or the jungle, so they just flat out lose. We end up securing our 3rd win in a row. So we're now on our way back up to Master. Hopefully, it keeps going in this game. Number 10, we're playing Braum. We're up against the Kalista from the last game. I thought he played quite well, but I wasn't too afraid. We needed a solid pick, and I thought Braum would fit the role. This is something that I notice a lot. People always go to sit in this tri-bush. It's so incorrect with the new map changes that they made. It's a risk if you sit there. You should always just ward it and walk away. Either sit behind the wall or just ward and run. We end up walking away, and what do you know? They invade. I figured they would. They have the Taric. Taric mains always try force their team to go in for that easy pickup. We were in a weird, awkward spot in the middle. We couldn't see which way they went, so we didn't know what to do. Everyone was afraid and confused. I end up seeing the Camille starting to recall, and I think to myself, there's no way I'm letting him go back.
He has to teleport top.
There is nothing more annoying than being a top laner who helps with an invade, especially when you didn't want to go, and then you just cannot get a free recall off.
I'm so annoying. Do you want to go top? Because it kind of looks like you have to walk the whole way. Oh, he's so mad. He is so mad. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not going for him. I'm not gonna go for him.
So you can see the Camille talking shit about me having no flash. Trust me, it's worth. I intentionally flash because I want to keep full HP. I don't want to impact my lane in a negative way, but I do want to punish top lane. It's definitely worth for me to trade flash there. The only way it wouldn't be worth is if we died to a gank.
Run! Run! Save him! There is nothing I enjoy more than taunting the enemy team. It's these little things that send them over the edge. Like me saying all that stuff and this, like, it just rubs it in the wound and they end up playing significantly worse. And even if they don't, I have a good time talking trash anyway. When they talk trash back to me, I enjoy that as well. At the end of the day, I'm just very fortunate that I play on OC, because there's no doubt that if I was on a different server, I would be perma-chat muted. We pretty much won off the level 1 play. Our top lane completely crushed. He had no teleport to go back to lane, so top default won. We won the bot lane. Enemy jungle screwed the gank up in the bot lane. He came bot to gank us because we had no flash. It didn't work out. So that's 3 lanes that lost right off the bat. Camille was talking trash about how he's in Masters and I'm in Diamond, so I figured I would throw it back at him when we beat him. We're a feeble little Diamond player. How did we beat you, bro? How's that possible? He's so bad. 5-5. We got LP back for getting the dude banned, and we're still not equally at Master. We're down 13 LP technically from where we were.
All that means is there's one more game to play. Originally, I just wanted to play 10 games today, but I wasn't about to end Diamond 1 87 LP. We are going for the Master. We need to win 5 in a row. If you have any interest in playing Braum or being better at it, then pay close attention to this. I push forward, forcing them to run back. This makes us get level 2 first. It gives me a chance to tag Q. Once it's tagged, I wait on the 4th auto attack from my ADC to time it with my flash and the auto. This is an instant stun, guarantees a kill. While we are spending our gold, Janna ends up getting spotted in the mid lane. She was trying to either cheese the Twisted Fate or drop wards. Who really knows? The point is she has no flash, so she's immediately dead again.
Oh, he's ending. He is ending.
Graves shows up to try and equalize the gold. He does a lot of damage and it looks promising for him, but he's unable to get the kill. Guess what? I see he has a blue buff, which means I know he's going to path to the red. I drop troll ward. Like clockwork, he walks straight into me. I predicted his pathing. This kill gets handed over to our mid laner.
In trouble.
Think about it. We've won the bot lane, we've won the jungle, and now we've won mid lane. All 3 lanes have a lead. All we have to do is not feed, and we've secured our ELO. Up against a Janna, I feel pretty confident to lead my ADC in the bot lane. This gives him solo experience and allows me to win the final lane, which is top lane.
I want an assist. I didn't come all this way for nothing. There we go.
This is about the time everyone would go back and spend their gold. But not me. I'm not trying to play standard. I waited around. I knew the Aatrox didn't have vision of that river, and he's going to want to shove this wave in and try and like bully the Camille to get back the gold he just lost. This leaves an opportunity for me to sit there.
Keeps up the farm. We get a kill here. There goes top lane.
And that was the moment I knew I won top as well. Surely the Braum goes back to base and spends his gold, right? And helps his ADC. Nope. Straight to the mid lane. We've swept it. There's no ward. There's the free kill. So this next part, this is genius. I'm helping leash this camp, right? And what I do is I stop leashing. If I keep leashing, it's going to show me as assisting him once he kills the final camp. So I walked away, hid in the red ward, and waited. I just know what's going to happen here.
So he's gonna kill these 2, and then he's gonna come and ward.
By the way, at this point, I have literally spent more time out of my lane than in it. We were in lane for like 2 minutes. We've now been out of lane for over 4.
Please have it up. Thank God.
That's exactly what is so powerful about this playstyle though, because the same thing I do on double jungle, I do here, because the enemy now thinks that I'm just not in lane ever, so they assume it's a 1v1, and I can just hide in this bush.
Oh, yep. This is a dive.
You can see Janna in the top lane. She's 1 step behind me. She's basically gone top because I've been there for 3 minutes. And now I've gone bot where she was sitting. Except the difference is I have a champion that can actually do something under a tower, whereas she can't do anything but save her ADC if they get dove. But that's not happening, right? We've fast forwarded to 16 minutes. We're about to witness the first and only team fight of this game. When you're winning multiple lanes from support, it's quite common that after the first team fight goes wrong, they give up. They're already like completely tilted off their face. So if it doesn't go right on the first like fight, they're not gonna stick to this through. They're gonna give up.
See you later.
Victory.
What do you know? We're no longer a diamond. We're back.
Y'all ain't on this level, bitches. Tilterella. Y'all can never beat 'em like a knock